Welcome to Happy Hour, brought to you by Best Damn Bookkeeping. Michael, obviously you coach tons of businesses. How do you coach pricing?
So I'm a big believer in profit first. Mike McAllowitz, top lines for vanity, bottom lines for sanity. And not to the extreme where you need 20 bank accounts, but to just have the concept of like pay yourself first. And if you think about the income, money you have coming in, think about like a pie chart, right? So how much profit, net profit do you want to make? Starting with 20% is a good place to start. So right away, just slice off 20%. Then I have 80% left over to pay everything else. And so your cost of goods sold, since everybody here is exterior cleaning, 45% is a really good place to be for your cost of goods sold, which means your gross profit is 55 to 60%. And so now we slap that out of the equation as well. So now what we're left over is our operating costs, right? Or like our overhead expenses. And so overhead expenses, they change. And so the next thing after profit is like, where are you at in business? Is if you're brand new, just starting out, you just need to get jobs. Like really put something on the board. I like that JC said that, right? Is I'm just trying to clean a house and make some money. Like at that point in time, it really doesn't matter because you want to get good at the service, figure out how to talk to customers, figure out how to do the job quickly and efficiently, routing, navigating, building your brand, like all the things early on, it doesn't really matter as much. But as you start to scale and your overhead costs start to increase, that's when you really, really want to be very meticulous and thoughtful about how you're pricing your services. So one of the mistakes that I see people making, mostly in the services, but a lot in the trades as well, is they're compensating for like a lack of experience or a lack of speed in their technicians to raise their price because they're not making enough money when there's inefficiency in routing, there's inefficiency using old, outdated material. There's something happening that's keeping them from working as efficiently as possible, so they raise their price to compensate for something. That's something I see with a lot of clients a lot of times when you should do exactly what both of you said. Look at what your competition is charging. The market dictates what you can charge for the service. Nobody's out there charging $11 a square foot for a house wash. So what is the market in my area dictating? How can I get my processes in line with that? And then decide how you're going to do your cost, your benefit, and your value to match whatever your price and your service is. Are you doing in-person estimates, over the phone estimates? How quickly are you able to get there? All of those things are going to dictate where you're at in the spectrum. And like what Trevor was saying, he's having a meeting if he's not the highest price. I guarantee that's because he has the best process. Everybody's answering the phone when it rings the first time. He's showing up in person or doing estimates and showing up in uniform, wrapped vehicles. And the whole thing is like choreographed to where he can charge the top price. If you're not doing those things, you can't command it. So I would focus on profit first, paying myself first, knowing what my gross margin is. If you don't know what that is, go to ChatGPT and look up gross margin. Pressure washing, 45 to 55% cost of goods sold, 55 to 60% gross profit. If you're in the trades, try to get 50-50 split. And the rest of it is just your overhead, which will be incredibly variable until you start to level out $1.5 million and above.
Hey, home service heroes, thank you guys so much for tuning into our home service happy hour content today. I sure hope you learned a little something, and I sure as heck hope that it was entertaining. If you did find it fun and entertaining, make sure you like and subscribe to the channel for more cool, fun, entertaining business content. And speaking of which, stay tuned. There's a little more here and a little more right here. Check it out.